Now I'd like to talk about using shifting to multiply. Suppose we wanted to multiply 25 by 8. 8 is 2 to the 3. Here's our original number, which is 25 in binary. Each left shift is the same as multiplying by 2. To multiply by 8, do 3 left shifts. 2 times 2 times 2 equals 2 to the 3 equals 8. So the exponent is the number of times to shift. So we use left shifting to multiply 25 by 8, 2 to the 3. Let's take a look at what happens here. So we're shifting left, which means the leftmost bit goes in the carry flag. All the other bits get shifted down to the left. We already talked about shifting left in a previous talk. And on the right, we fill in with zeros. But we note that with each shift, like this 1 is in the ones column, number of ones, and it gets doubled to become a 2. And this 1, which is 1/8, with each left shift, with the left shift becomes a 16. And this 16 becomes a 32. And we've doubled our number. So 25 after one left shift becomes 50, which is the same as 25 times 2 to the 1. But now, since we're multiplying by 8, we have to do this shift again. We have our 50. We're going to shift it to the left. So this 0 gets shifted to the left. And on the right, we fill in with zeros. This 1 gets shifted. This 0 gets shifted. This 0 gets shifted. This 1 gets shifted. This 1 gets shifted to the left. This 0 gets shifted to the left. And the 0 that was on the left gets shifted into the carry flag. Then we notice once again, let me erase some of this here, that with another left shift, the numbers double again. This is the 2's column, so this 2 becomes a 4. This 16 becomes a 32. This 32 becomes a 64. And we've doubled our number again. So we've doubled our 50 to 100, which is the same as 25 times 2 squared. We've done 2 left shifts, the exponent number of times to shift to get from 25 to 100. But we said times 8. This would be times 4. We've got to do one more left shift. So we have our 100, and we're shifting left again. So this 0 goes here, and we fill on the right with zeros. This 0 goes here, this 1 goes here, and that was a number of 4. If we had 1 4, now it becomes an 8. 1 8, so we've doubled it. These zeros get shifted to the left. This 1 gets shifted to the left. It was a 32, but now it's a 64. This 1, which was a 64, gets shifted to the left. Now it becomes a 128. And the 0 that was on the left gets shifted into the carry flag. So now we've doubled our 100 to 200, which is our 25 times 2 to the 3. We did 3 left shifts. So 25 times 8 is the same as 25 times 2 to the 3. The 3 is the number of times to shift. Of course, if we can multiply by shifting left, We can divide by shifting right. Each right shift means we're dividing the number by 2. If we want to divide 200 by 8, which is 2 to the 3, the 3 would be the number of times to shift right. The rightmost bit goes in the carry flag. All the other numbers get shifted to the right by 1. So this 1, which was an 8, gets shifted right. Now it becomes a 4. It's divided by 2. And these get shifted to the right. And this 1, which was a 64, gets shifted to the right. Now it's a 32. And this 1, which was a 128, gets shifted to the right. It becomes a 64. So after one right shift, our 200 is now 100, which is the same as 200 divided by 2 to the 1. But we're dividing by 8, so we have to do it again. Once again, the rightmost bit, the 0 goes in the carry flag. All the other bits get shifted to the right by 1. So this 1, which was a 4, gets shifted to the right and becomes a 2. We have 1, 2, and all these other bits get shifted to the right. This 1, which was a 32, becomes a 16. And this 64, shift right, becomes a 32. So now we started off with 200, did a right shift, it became a 100, did another right shift, it became 50. So we've done division by doing right shifting. We have to do it one more time to divide by 8, divide our original 200 by 8. So we have to shift right one more time. The rightmost bit goes in the carry flag. This 1, which is a 2, becomes a 1. Right, with a right shift, these zeros get shifted to the right. This 1, which was a 16, becomes an 8 with a right shift. This 1, which was a 32, becomes a 16 with a right shift. And these zeros get shifted to the right, and we fill on the left with zeros. So now we're finally finished. And we're back to our original 25. So we started up here with 25, did left shifts to double the number, or I'm sorry, with each left shift we doubled the number. So 25 became 50, did another left shift, became 100, did another left shift, became 200, which is the same as 25 times 8 or 25 times 2 to 3. Then we started doing right shift to divide by 2. So the 200 becomes a 100. Another right shift, the 100 becomes a 50. Another right shift, the 50 becomes a 25, and we're right back where we started. So we've done dividing by shifting right.